Alright, what's up guys? The Supra is having some issues. It has not been cold starting very well for a while, so don't know if you guys remember my parking procedure, but first step when you park a car for the winter is you want to give it a nice car wash. So yeah, lots of big news today. A couple things actually. First of which I've already told you. Like I said, Supra's gonna get parked a little bit early this year. Calgary got really fucking cold really fast this year, and it's a little bit upsetting. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna work with it. It's just all part of living in this city, living in this climate. So I've already mentioned the first step, which is washing your car. Second step, which I've already done, is make sure you have a full tank of gas. This will prevent any condensation in your fuel lines as well as your gas tank. And you got a full tank of gas when you start your car in the spring. It's awesome. Now, the next step, and possibly the most critical, I know you guys remember this from last year, you want to do a fat burnout. Fear not though guys, I got a lot of stuff planned this winter, a lot of upgrades on this thing. I focus on the engine and body this year, and over the winter I'm going to be doing a lot of suspension components. Another big thing that I didn't really mention yet, I have 3 days left with the Aristo. Kind of weird. I don't really know what to think about it yet. We'll talk a bit more about that later. For now, we're just going to drive home, enjoy this nice little 2-minute drive, and park it all winter. So this will be the last time that I drive the car for like probably 7 months. Damn. This is the most thrilling last drive I've ever experienced. Oh shit, what? Alright, while it's still warm, I'm gonna film a couple red videos just for your guys' enjoyment. Miss this car, man. Honestly guys, I feel like winter makes you appreciate things a lot more. If I could drive this car all year round, I don't know if I would love it as much as I do. Final shut off of the year. Farewell, Supra. I love you. Now, in terms of like body styling, I'm pretty happy with the car. So I'll just explain a bit about what I've done so far. If you remember, my OEM bumper was absolutely trashed last winter. So I repaired the shit out of it. I did so much body work to get it looking nice, and yeah, I'm really happy with that. Also rocking the HKS can size service front lip. It's actually a 100% authentic HKS lip, and I'm pretty sure it's the only authentic one in Alberta, so not too sure on that, but either way, really happy with the front end. That's like my dream Supra front end. Top secret side skirts, and then moving to the back here, we have the OEM like JDM rear spats. We also have ProSpec Imports carbon pods, Series 2 taillights, and OEM wing. I'm not sure about this, honestly guys. I've been rocking the OEM wing for like 3 years now, I kind of want to try to see what a TRD wing looks like. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. All right, moving on to the interior here. So right now I have Bride Lomax seats. I want to be switching these out actually. So if you don't know, I used to have a really nice set of confetti Recaros. I have no idea, like absolutely no idea. Probably the biggest regret on this car, honestly, was selling the confetti Recaros. So yeah, over winter, I'm gonna be getting the Greddy boost gauge wired up. My wideband has been acting up a lot lately. So gonna be getting a fresh one of those, and then I'm gonna be connecting it to the input on the ECU so that it is actually functioning and running in closed loop. Headlights are good, they can be cleaned up a little bit. It's a brand new Mishimoto Rad, so I'm gonna be keeping that. Turbo, I'm fairly happy with it. Possibly in a year or two, I'll be moving up to like a dual ball bearing setup or something like that. So another thing I wanna do over winter is just clean everything up. I wanna make like a nice cooling panel here. Possibly relocate the overflow tank. It just does not look good there. And then, yeah, I want to be like cleaning up some of this wiring too. I did a little bit last year, but obviously I'm just going to take it a little bit further this year. Another big thing that I really want to fix is that. So if you guys don't know, first generation Supras, so 93 to 96, all came with the NA brakes, at least in Japan. The USDM version got the big Supra brake kit right out of factory, but all the Series 1 JDMs, no matter if it's twin turbo or non-turbo, they all have the smaller brakes that you would find on the NA Supras. So that's a problem. Obviously, if you have more power, you need to be able to stop. I've already managed to source a set of TT Supra brakes, so I'm just kind of waiting until they can get imported right now. Speaking of which, guys, we are now importing parts, so we can get a lot of authentic JDM stuff and really cool stuff. The brand is called Fighting Spirit Japan. Basically, the idea of that is it's all focused around nostalgia. So if you guys have been watching Lowcals for a while, you know that we really love our old school JDM parts. So essentially, we are fighting to keep the spirit of Japan alive. One thing that we've kind of tossed around is that these parts are made in Japan, and we're trying to make them alive in North America and bring them to you guys so that you can build your cars authentic and error correct. I've also managed to track down a set of really rare coilovers, and they're super high qualities. I've been doing a lot of research actually, and I found that a lot of people prefer these coilovers over even things like Olin's. So the brand is called Aragosta. It's a very expensive set of coilovers, but yeah, so this winter I'm gonna be picking up a set of Aragosta coilovers. Now, moving on to the issues about why this car is parked. So if you remember, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I posted a video doing the coil pack fix. So I'm just gonna take a look at that actually to make sure nothing's kind of popped loose. But originally I thought my misfire was caused by the wires arcing. I think this was definitely part of the issue, but definitely not the whole thing. So another thing that I need to fix this winter is my idle air motor. It's become very faulty. Not really sure what's causing that, but Evan has told me that the idle air motor needs to be replaced. So I'm gonna be doing that over winter, and I'm not gonna be putting in a stock one. Obviously, the stock one's having issues, so I'm gonna be upgrading to, I think Drift Motion makes a kit. Now, once again, the car is 93, so I'm not sure if the coil packs have ever been replaced. I've never replaced them personally on this car, so I'm not sure if they were done a little bit before I got it or whatnot, but gonna be replacing the coil packs just to be safe, and then I'll be redoing the spark plugs as well, just to get the whole ignition system working well. And then I also want to be swapping out my igniter. Next thing that I'm kind of thinking about switching up is these wheels. I got them powder coated 2 years ago, and they are taking the blunt force of all these road trips that we're doing. Even back here, this is the really bad one, yeah. So I think it's just a cheap powder coat job, but it's chipping really easily, guys. Look at that. So kind of upsetting, but you know, it's all good. I'm gonna be painting these wheels soon actually. So I know I'm kind of jumping around from topic to topic here. That's just how my brain works, is I'll find something that I want to talk about, and then I'll go off on a tangent for that for a while. So since we're talking about the wheels, that brings me to one very important thing that I kind of mentioned at the start of this video. So last day with the Aristo is on Tuesday. I'm gonna be picking something up that's extremely unique, and it's a car that I never thought I would own. I really don't know what to think about it, but I'm very excited, and I'm a little bit upset that the Aristo is going because it's definitely one of my favorite cars. But mark my words, guys, that will not be my last Aristo, and my next one will be manual swapped, and it will be a drift car. Supra will never get traded, guys. This is one car that I'm keeping forever. This is my Mona Lisa, whatever you want to call it, guys. I'm never selling this car, never trading or anything like that. There's not really too much more I can say about the new car that I'm getting. However, it will be revealed at Saskatoon Driven. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Just a quick little update on why the Supra is parked and what you can expect to see over the winter. So thanks again for watching. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for the support. Much love, and we will see you in the next video. Oh, and one more thing, guys. I'm gonna be taking the battery from the Supra and putting it in the 240. So big news, guys. 240 is at the point where it needs a battery. And it's never been at that point for us before. So I'm pretty fucking excited about that. Bye-bye, friends.